Hey guys, how's it going? Gonna give it a few minutes for whoever's around to join. Um, Hope everyone's having a smashing week. Um, so maybe we'll try. So yeah, maybe that'll be better. Guys, if you're joining the live stream and it's working for you, feel free to comment inside and just let me know if you can hear me, if it's all working. Hopefully the connection isn't as weak as it says it is. But yeah, super interesting topic that I wanted to bring up today. So basically about how we communicate, and I think we can all relate to this because it's basically something we all deal with, and I think I think there's just an element where we forget how essential a thing it really is. And what do I mean by communicate is kind of just like, I think we all have this like idea of how we're communicating, how we're explaining things, and how we're going about creating connections with people. And we just feel like we're really good at exploring topics or like just getting our point across to people. But I think we tend to forget that people actually don't have that view into our minds. So I guess it's just so important that when we're trying to express an idea or just communicate an idea, that we stop and think like, am I actually, should I be getting frustrated that the other person doesn't understand, or should I be rethinking the way I'm sort of explaining it, because right now, I'm just doing a pretty poor job of getting across to that person. And I don't know if anyone else has had sort of those types of situations, but and guys, feel free to comment if you're joining and you've had something happen like that. But it's one of those things whereby you feel so confident that you know exactly what you're saying, and you feel confident that you're just so surprised that other people aren't getting what you're they're not picking up what you're throwing down. And I think it takes that second to think, okay, so possibly possibly they're not getting it, and they're just they just can't make it out. Maybe they're just that stupid, right? Or possibly it's not really that, and on the flip side, it's that you're just doing a poor job portraying what it is you want to actually explain. So I don't know if any of you have had that issue, and so feel free to share on the live stream, guys. But I just wanted to make that emphasis that if there's ever times like that where I don't know if this comes up for you, but you're just struggling to make that contact and make that communication happen between you and someone else, that ultimately it may reside with you as much as it does with the other person who doesn't understand what you're saying. And that sometimes it's about reevaluating what it is that you're talking about, so that they can understand a bit better, and that maybe the emphasis needs to be on describing it, letting them see it. And people are very different. Some people are they feel things more. Some people are more visual. Some people like to sense things in different ways. So again, it's about realizing that when you speak to different people, the way you go about communicating to them is going to require sort of different ways. And so the quicker we can realize that, that's just what I wanted to bring up tonight, is just the quicker you can realize that we all think differently, that we have a different way of processing things, that we don't all have the same level of understanding about topics. And the more you try to filter it and take it from a place where other people just don't understand, but it's not a reason to blame them or get mad at them. It's more, okay, how can I get to them? How can I reframe this so that they do understand it? Yeah, I think it's just about that. So if you guys are joining later and watching the video, I'd love to hear some feedback. See if this is resonating at all. I don't know if I'm the only one that sort of deals with that type of issue. Like, I just think communication is huge, and it happens with your friends and with your family, but then similarly also within your work, within your business. Communication is so key. And a lot of the time I feel like we think it's other people that are at fault. We feel like other people just don't seem to understand. But when you flip it around, you're like, why don't they understand? What if it were me? What if it were the way I am trying to explain this? Then all of a sudden you can maybe start to think, okay, instead of saying the exact same thing, why don't I try something new? Why don't I explain it in a different way? So yeah, not sure this resonated with you guys, but if it does, feel free to drop a comment. Let me know what you think. As per usual, I will reply to all your comments. And yeah, let me know what your thoughts were about this. So I will be back on later this week. And yeah, I hope everyone is killing it, having an amazing week. And yeah, I will speak to you all later. Bye, guys.